you are well. My name is Amelie, Coach Amelie, and today I'm coming forward because there is a story that I want to share, and it's something that I have never shared at all, ever. Are you ready for it? When I was 14 years old, I still remember very vividly. I had a friend of mine, a dear friend of mine, who was going through certain things, and I remember after school, we would sit on lawn chair, camping chair, and we'd sit side by side, and I would listen, hold space, hear, offer feedback, give an assignment, encourage, cheer, and then she would go back the next day to school and she would apply whatever we discussed and talked about. And then she would come back and we would talk about that. And I still remember, I remember getting such a high out of helping someone. And what I didn't realize then is that I was coaching. I literally was doing coaching since I was 14 years old, but I didn't know that it was that. And the reason why I'm sharing that with you is that some of you have been doing something. You've been doing something for a long time, and it comes so easy and it comes so effortlessly that you don't give yourself credit for. And you think because it comes easy that somehow it's not possible that is exactly what you're meant to be doing in life. And it's kind of interesting right now because if I take a drone and I observe my life, there are many times where I was gifted this insight, this idea that this is something that I could and should and could potentially really pursue, something that would make me really happy, where I could really use my gift and ability. And for some reason, I didn't take the hint. And I'm here to tell you that if there is something that comes naturally to you, pay attention. And it could have been something that you've been doing as like me, like when you were a child. So the reason why I share that with you is that, well, not only I've been a coach since I was 14, but like an official one, I took my first certification, my coaching certification, when I was 25 years old. I remember we didn't have kids, my husband and I. We were home. I was working as a flight attendant, and in my days off, I remember I was on the computer and I watched. Oprah was there, and she had invited Dr. Phil. I wasn't even watching Oprah or Dr. Phil at the time. I didn't know who that was, and I remember under his name, there was a title of like life coach. And I remember the moment I saw the name life coach, I had a jolt in my body. I had to run upstairs and I had to go Google the word and the meaning of a coach. And when I read what a life coach was, I just had a moment of like, I collapsed in cry. Like, you know, when you have those moments where you're like, oh my God, that's me. And I remember calling my husband and I was like, I was jumping and I was doing this dance. I was like, woo! I'm like, I found it. The thing is, I have always known I was supposed to be doing something big. I was supposed to impact a whole lot of people. I've always known that in the depth of my soul. I've known that since I was a child. I've always known I was supposed to create a big impact and help a lot of people. But I just didn't know how and what capacity. So oftentimes there was a part where I was very frustrated. And maybe you were there too, where I was like, why is my vision or this knowing is not matching with the reality that I'm living? But I just wanted to share that with you. And I wanted to share with you for anyone who's watching that there's a good chances that one of the things that you are meant to do in life is something that comes so easily to you, that you absolutely love it, that in fact you would do it for free because it brings you so much joy. Pay attention to that, because that is a clue. That is an indication. That is a clue. That is a clear pathway of using your innate gift and ability and talent so that you work from an area of ease and flow, and where it charges you rather than deplete you, as we often get depleted when we do work that no longer fills our heart. So I wanted to share with you, and I want to call you forward. I want to call you forward to take a moment today and to sit and to ask yourself, if you would like to ask yourself, is there something else that I am being called to become, to be, to do, and to embody in this life. If there isn't anything good, then that's not for you. But if you're like, I think there's something, I want you to sit still and take a moment, take a deep breath and tune in and ask yourself, what is my soul wanting me to know at this time? What am I being nudged? What is something? And just pay attention. And then maybe write down on a piece of paper when you were little, or now, what is it that you do, or what is something, if you really remove any type of judgment or any fear related to, oh, well, can I make money, and is it possible, and I'm old, or I'm too young, or whatever. If you remove all of that and you really give yourself permission, like, if I could really like get paid to be me, if I could really like do, and it doesn't have to be paid, but if I could really embody that version of me that is really fully living, thriving, and expanding, what would I be doing? If I didn't have any limitation on my life, what would I be doing? What do I dare to share? Like, what do I dare to share? And I'm going to be bold here. I'm going to share something I dare to share. I desire to speak to a large audience and get paid to be me and facilitate massive transformation. I desire that. So anything that I do not share, anything that I do not own from the desire of my soul, I am denying myself. And whatever you deny yourself, you deny the world, because each and every one of us, we have our own heart's desire. We have our soul. We have our mission. We came here on earth with a purpose. We came here on earth with a purpose to fulfill. There's many things we decided to come here and to embody and to remember and to step into. It is part of our mission. And I have come to learn and realize that our job right now as humans is literally to remember that and to reconnect to the part of us and to embody that version of us, that version that is experiencing that which you came here to experience in this current moment. Anyway, so I want to finish this video by sharing something. And if you're still here, if you're still watching, thank you so much. I love you. I'm so glad that you're here. For those of you who know, you may or may not know, I have finally launched my brand new group coaching program called Unsubscribe, The Conscious Rebellion. I am so excited. I am calling 10 souls forward, 10 souls that are ready. So it could be you if you are a leader, a conscious leader, a light worker, a healer, someone who's here as a change maker, someone who's here to create a massive impact. I am calling you forward. There is room for 10 women, 10 souls. It could be men as well. It's not limited. Whoever feels aligned and called for that. And we start next Tuesday on June 21st. It's going to be a highly potent transformational containers over the course of 8 weeks, spaced out. The link will be under this video right here. If you have any questions, please message me. Thank you so much for listening to this video. I love you. I send you so much love. I believe in you. And listen, what would happen if the world was filled with people that were lit up by their purpose? If everyone woke up in the morning and everyone was, for the most part, was lit up about the work that they did and the purpose that they would serve, what do you think? What kind of world do you think we'd be living in? Now, that's the type of world that I want to live in. I'm here to create. Sending so much love.